Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my fourth lesson about the basic concepts of matrices. This lesson is important for PTB students class 8 9th. Let's move to the lesson. In this lesson, I will be completing the different types of matrices. So let's move to the first concept, that is the symmetric matrix. A square matrix is symmetric matrix if it is equal to its transpose. That is, the matrix A is symmetric if A transpose equals to A. Here it's important that for the matrix to be symmetric, first of all it's important that it should be the square matrix. And when we talk about the square matrix, we know a square matrix is a matrix that has the equal number of rows and columns. So let's take the example. If we have a matrix 1 2 3 2 minus 1 and 4 and 3 4 0, when I'm taking the transpose means that I have to change the rows into columns. When I'm taking this row and I'm writing it in form of the column, it will take the form 1 2 and 3, and then 2 minus 1 and 4. This is the second row and I've written it in form of the column, and this is the third row 3 4 and 0, and write it in form of the column. And A transpose, this is coming the same as A matrix. So it means as A transpose equals to A, so this matrix will be the symmetric matrix. Coming to the skew symmetric matrix, again the definition of skew symmetric matrix is a square matrix A is said to be skew symmetric if A transpose equal to minus A. Now let's take the idea with the help of example. Suppose we have a matrix 0 2 and 3. The next row is minus 2 0 and 1, and then next is minus 3 minus 1 0. When I'm taking the transpose, means when I'm changing this row into column, then the second row I have written it in form of the column, and third row I've written it in form of the column. Now if we are comparing answer of A transpose with the matrix A, we can see that somehow the first entry is 0, second is 2, minus 2 here, but in the transpose we have positive 2, and in the original matrix the third entry is minus 3, but in the transpose it is positive 3. Same for the second column, the first element is 2 and the second here we have minus 2. So I have to turn this transpose in form of the original matrix. So what I can do, if I'm multiplying or taking minus sign as a common factor, so what we can observe that when I am multiplying this whole matrix by minus sign, so what we can see that whenever in math we have to do some operation on our own, we have to do the reverse of that. So one minus sign will remain here and one minus sign will be changing the entries. So the positive 2 will become negative 3 and positive 3 will become negative 3. This 2 was negative here. After multiplication or pulling out minus sign, it has become positive. Then 0 does not have any sign. Then minus 1, and then 3 is negative, that minus sign is out, so it will become positive. Same for 1. So if we now look at this matrix, this is equal to A, and now this minus sign, due to we have pulled out minus sign, so A transpose equals to minus A. It means that this is the skew symmetric matrix. Coming to the diagonal matrix, a square matrix A is called the diagonal matrix if at least any one of the entries of its diagonal is not 0 and non-diagonal entries are 0. So we can see that for the either for the symmetric, skew symmetric, diagonal matrix, the matrices must be the square matrix, and when a matrix will be the diagonal matrix, that the diagonal entries, at least one of the entries should not be 0 and rest non-diagonal entries have to be 0, then it's a diagonal matrix. This is a 3 by 3 diagonal matrix. And if we look at the next example, here we have the diagonal entries 1 and 4, they are non-zero and the rest entries are 0. So this is the idea of diagonal matrix. Then coming to the scalar matrix, a diagonal matrix, it means my scalar matrix has to be the diagonal matrix is called the scalar matrix if all of the diagonal entries are same and non-zero. Like I can take the idea that here I can have a fixed constant here, like I can have 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, and rest all entries must be 0, but this scalar should not be 0 and 1. This is also important. Coming to the identity matrix, a diagonal matrix is called the identity unit matrix if all the diagonal entries are 1. If all the diagonal entries are 1, then it's denoted by a capital I. Let A equals to, here we can see that in the previous definition we studied the idea of scalar matrix. If this constant is other than 1, then the same matrix will become the scalar matrix. But as this constant which is coming in the diagonal is 1, 1, so it's the identity matrix of order 3 by 3, and this is the identity matrix of order 1 by 1. I hope you are clear about this lesson. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lesson, like, share and subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.